welcome back. And I've been meaning to show you this for some time, but this is about smart homes. And this is a smart button here called the TP-Link Tapo smart button. And I'll show you the real one in a minute. But it's a really neat little thing. It doesn't cost very much. It's here it's selling for about 25 New Zealand dollars. Or is that US dollar? I think that's New Zealand dollars. And it can be used for smart lighting or smart switches if you want to switch a fan heater on, or just a fan or a light, and so on and so forth. And it's all done by wireless, so it's really convenient. And it'll link in to your Alexa system as well, which is really quite nice. Which means when you can press the button, you can get the weather forecast or do some kind of task that Alexa normally does. You can press the button to do it, rather than using a voice command, for example. That's a sort of added extra. On its own, it's really no good, but you have to buy one of these smart hubs with it. And the smart hub doubles as a door entry system, really. If you get your button, you can line it up so that you press the button and the alarm goes off, just like a doorbell, really. So it has a double function. At the moment, I wasn't really sure what to use it for, because I don't really need a front door bell where I live, but nevertheless, that's what it is. And so you can't use the button on its own. You have to use this smart hub, which you must buy. I don't know how many buttons it supports, but it's on 64 devices, I think it says here. Smart alarm, smart doorbell, 19 ring. Yeah, it's got a whole load of ringtone options, which I don't use. As I say, I just use it as a hub. And I'll just show you how convenient that is, because instead of having to wire up a house with switches for the lights, which are in series with the light, you can just plant one of these nice buttons any way you like, really, in a convenient place. I'm not suggesting it should be done with all new houses, but I think it's worthy of thought, really. It's battery operated, and of course the batteries last for a very long time. They don't use any kind of energy harvesting at this time, so they would eventually need to be replaced, but I'm imagining they're going to last you a year or something, or maybe more, without replacing the batteries. And that's probably as long as you'll get out of a bulb, if not longer than you'll get out of a bulb anyway. Of course, you're going to need a smart bulb. All your house is going to have smart bulbs, and then you can put your switches any way you like, and so you don't need to rely on an electrician to come in and fit a switch in a particular place. You can just pop it on the desk or any way you so choose. And if you're wondering about what happens if the Wi-Fi goes out, well, all that seems to happen is all the lights come on. I would hope not all the appliances come on. Because I haven't got one lined up to an appliance. That wouldn't be such a good thing. The lights seem to come on, at least they did when it happened to me. You don't even need to be connected to the internet, because you can just use a router that's not connected to the internet. So you don't, although most people, of course, are connected to the internet, so it doesn't really make any difference. So without more ado, I think I'll just show you working, show you how neat it is. So here's the button, and it's got this really nice plastic feel about it. It's quite robust. The other thing about it is it rotates. It's hard to do this at the moment. I've only got the one hand here because I've got the other hand holding the camera. But first of all, before I go into that, I'll just show you the app that it's a Tapo app that it comes with, and it can it's got there's the smart hub which I mentioned. I can just do simulate the doorbell rings as if I was pressing the button, and it should ring. There it is. So I'm showing you the actual hub itself, but it doesn't matter. It's got a whole load of other alarms. There's another one. That's an old-fashioned doorbell, and so on. So that's the app that comes with it, and the app's also, I've also got a temperature sensor set up, which is a Tapo temperature sensor, and I can just show it to you. Here it is, and there's the temperature in my room down here, and the humidity. It's nothing to look at, it's just a small plastic thing you stick on the wall. Now the button over here, you can either stick it down onto the desk, or you can screw it down or screw it onto the wall or stick it onto the wall or whatever you like. And in the app, you then have to connect it, of course, to the hub, which is pretty easy to do. Although sometimes you have to fiddle around a little bit to get it to work. I've got my light here, which is, so I'll hold the button up to it because I haven't anchored the button. And as I press it, I've also connected it to Alexa, so that Alexa's going to speak as I press it.
Desktop lamp.
And just says desktop lamp, but of course you could say anything, desktop lamp turned on or whatever. It doesn't know the difference between on and off, unfortunately, the Alexa app. So the Alexa
desktop lamp.
So it just, it doesn't know whether it's gone on or it's gone off. But the button here, and as I rotate, switch it on, I can dim it. I'll do it down here actually. See if I can use my other hand. Oops. Here it is again. Picked it off the ground, so I'll just rotate that. Oops.
Desktop lamp.
Now as I rotate it, it dims the light. So it's got a built-in light dimmer. Of course you've got to buy the smart bulb, and it's got to be the right bulb. You can't just buy any old bulb, it's got to be the Tapo compatible one. So here you've got a situation now is you could get a whole load of these buttons and put them in positions where the electrician hasn't put a light switch, and just
desktop lamp.
You've got quite a convenience there, handy in the bedroom if you've got a light on the ceiling, but you have to get out of bed to turn it on. You can just pop one of these down there and glue it on or fix it on in some way, and the light will come on and off.
Desktop lamp.
So there it is. I thought you might be interested in the smart house thing. It's amazing how quickly it's all came together in the space of 20 years or so, where we had very little, if anything at all. We just had much more expensive things, and now we've got all the wireless link devices for a house that can be networked together.